All right, it's Friday, y'all. What's going on? It's the new and improved. I'm just going to say it because we're improving every step we take. It's the new and improved Michael Colyar Morning Show. Woo! How y'all feeling? Let me look out the window. The sun is coming up, and it's going to be a glorious day. Episode 164 here on the Michael Colyar Morning Show. 164 shows. Woo! And we getting better and better and better. Colyar Clan, where you is? Where you is? Oh, here we go. Let me see what we got here. Is that E-Baby? E-Baby, what's happening, man? Good morning, cousins.
Bo, you know you're a DJ,
morning,
right?
What's that?
You know you're a DJ, right?
You don't hear no music?
No, we haven't heard any music yet.
Why is there not no music? I don't know. Let me
DJ, we got a peep and he's just talking.
I'm looking around here. I hear it in my head. You hear that?
Oh, in your head is a party, but out here with the rest of the we don't hear nothing.
I don't know what's going on.
Come on, family, as he's trying to get his music together. It's any second now. You know you at the Michael Colyar Morning Show. That DJ Dave, you know, sometimes he actually brings his equipment. So today, I'm about to kick this thing off in a moment. He's having a technical difficulty. You know, he's had that all his life. He went to went to school on that bus. You know, bus, you know, you only come in the back door. And but anyways, here, let us know when you'll start playing the music, sir. Still waiting on you. I'm killing time stretching. Wait for you to get music, sir. Stretching.
Stretch it out. Okay. I'm looking at my board here. I got everything going lined up. I hear it in my head. You hear that?
Wow. So it's Friday, man. It's another beautiful day on the planet, man. I hope y'all feeling good. Woke up with an attitude of gratitude. So I'm gonna keep talking till you tell me you're ready, because we don't hear anything yet. Okay, I think we're hearing something. We're not hearing anything. So anyway, you know, we call this DJ on a budget. You can be hiring DJs for weed. It's rough, you know. Especially when that weed with seed still in it. They figure if I got to clean my own seeds, I'm gonna come to work when I want to come to work. You know. Anyway, let's get started, y'all. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Good morning. What can I say? God woke us up on a beautiful day. He's generous and wonderful, kind and great. So let's show our Father we appreciate. God is good. God's good. God's good. Ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-ba. Good morning, family. What can I say? God woke us up on a beautiful day. He's generous, he's wonderful, he's kind and great. So let's show our Father we appreciate. God's good. God's good. God's good. Ba-ba. Bow. God is, y'all like that horn line? Bow. God is good. God's good. Good morning to Michael Colyar Morning Show. Get up. Look at the Black History photo, or should I say drawing or painting. They put that back up there for me. That is that's insanely beautiful. Wow. And powerful and historic, and Black Lives Matter and all the great folks. But I was looking at, leave that up for a second. What I was looking at when I saw this picture earlier is all the folks that have been killed in there by police and others. And I mean, I also see Marcus Garvey and Martin Luther King and I see Angela Davis, Marcus Garvey, and Huey P, and even Rosa Parks and Muhammad Ali. Those are 5 that weren't killed, but everybody else in there was killed off, man, you know. And Black people are so powerful, they think they can smite us, but we ain't going nowhere. Every time you do something, we gonna come on back even stronger. All you doing is building up our muscle, man. Hey, listen, let's get started. I hope you woke up with an attitude of gratitude. We can come back to my lovely face. Give him that picture. Get that picture. Go ahead and start on me, huh? You just go. All right, go ahead. Go on, start then, Mr. Producer Man. Good morning. Good morning. All right, are we doing the intro stuff? Do the intro stuff.
I fixed it.
Oh, David, you back?
I fixed it. Well, let's see. You got to play that. You hear that?
No.
By myself, I've been vibing. I've been happy, I've been lonely, I've been crying.
Goodbye, and thank you very much. We'll see you at the end of the show. So you got the whole show to work on it. When you come back, let's make sure it's roaring. I got to go right to my main man, 100 grand. But first, let me say once again, good morning, y'all. It's Freitag. Freitag is German. It's Friday today, man. We up in here. We healthy. We woke up this morning. We already won right there. Woo-hoo! You know, God didn't wake everybody up this morning. Some people went to sleep last night, had plans for this afternoon. They ain't here no more. So the very fact that we're breathing is a blessing. So get up, man, with energy, love, light, and joy in your heart. Let's walk this day with an attitude of gratitude. Let's bring in my main man, 100 grand, one of the funniest guys on the planet, next to Michael Colyar. Aha! I'm supposed to love me. Anyway, put your hands together for funny Chris, rich Chris, Christopher Richard.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look, he is superhero. That was a superhero block right there.
That's right. That's right. I've been watching the Justice League last night. Pow, pow, bang.
Dude, I was stuck on Monk. You know, everybody talking about looking out for yourself because of COVID, but you always had Monk. If you sneezed, if you walked in and had a smudge on your face, white. You know, Monk always knew. Michael Jackson always knew. Michael Jackson always had a glove. Don't touch me. He had a glove and mask. And the Asians, we've always seen Chinese people with masks. Always.
Oh, yeah.
The airport.
Right.
We're the only ones catching on. Y'all better get out the mustard and catch up. Okay. Hey. Shall we start with the theme music, my friend?
We shall start with the theme music, my friend.
Welcome to the morning show with Michael Colyar.
Moonlight Africa, y'all. This brother coming to y'all live. Lagos. Well, it ain't live, but it's definitely.
There is joy in the morning.
There is joy in the morning.
There is healing in the morning.
Hey.
So much love in the morning.
So much love.
There is music in the morning.
Go hit it.
There is joy in the morning.
Yeah.
There is healing in the morning.
Healing in the morning.
So much love in the morning.
So much love.
There is music in the morning.
Woo, woo.
Welcome to the morning show. Log on to the morning show. Fire with the morning show.
Hey, what's up?
Get us through as the day may go. Welcome to the morning show. Log on to the morning show. Fire with the morning show. Get us through as the day may go. Woke up in the morning. Praise the Lord. God, many other dummies that want my phone. Michael Colyar in the morning just to crack me up. With a little bit of praise just to stand me down. Amen, 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 amen.
I love how you design that song, man.
There is joy in the morning.
We create a spot
there is healing in the morning. So much love in the morning. There is music in the morning. There is joy in the morning.
Get your big butt up, lady.
There is healing in the morning. So much love in the morning. There is music in the morning.
Hey, Roger Hart.
Welcome to the morning show.
Hey.
Welcome to the morning show. My God, to the morning flow. Get us through as the day may go. Welcome to the morning show. Welcome to the morning show. My God, with the morning flow. Get us through as the day may go.
Good morning.
Oh, baby,
You don't want to be stuck like that. Come on.
Heard I need a section, but
come on now.
Cinema.
That was perfect. Absolutely perfect, sir.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
So today, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, it's a beautiful
show,
day,
y'all.
man, just because of the day that God created, man. If y'all missed the interviews Wednesday night, they were off the chain. Melba Moore dropped pearls of wisdom.
So cool.
And so did the young girl, Brayley Evans.
Brayley,
man. You know,
yes.
y'all
She's
have
so
to get
funny and just full of light, you know?
You got to get her book. I wish she's going to come onto the morning show as well. We've invited her.
Nice.
And she's like, I'd love to come on the morning show. If y'all don't know what we're talking about the superstar interviews. Every Wednesday night, 6 p.m. on Instagram, we interview some superstar. I don't even know who we got for next week. Oh, my God.
Who?
Next week, we have the actor Clifton Powell, who probably has 40 movies.
Yes!
And one of the best comedians ever, Mr. Danyol Rollins. You know Danyol Rollins? Ashy Larry from the Chappelle Show.
Yeah.
And currently the opening act for Dave Chappelle all around the world. Both of them will be here next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Not here. Don't be over here. We ain't gonna be over here. We're gonna be over there at Instagram. Tell your mama and Pookie and Run to get off the couch and turn that thing over to Instagram, because we doing the doggone thing on that day. I am today in Indianapolis, Indiana. I get 7 shows, 2 tonight, 3 Saturday, and 2 Sunday. So if you're anywhere near Indianapolis, Indiana, send your mama and Pookie and Run. Tell them to get off the couch, because they laughing and stuff, laughing and drinking. I ain't drinking with them, but they laughing and drinking over at the Helium Club in Indianapolis, Indiana. What's going on, young man?
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for this movie, Justice League. It's like one of the newest superhero movies out, and this one doesn't have Superman. It has like Superman after he died and then came back to life, so he's in all black. Man, and then Batman is in it too? Oh! And you know my favorite is in it.
Who? Iron Man. Wonder Woman?
Yeah, Wonder Woman is in it.
Wait a minute.
The only problem is she
What?
doesn't change clothes like she did in the 80s.
But she didn't.
That was the best part.
She didn't have the budget. No, a very small wardrobe this time. Very tiny wardrobe.
Yeah, right. It is tiny.
What was Wonder Woman 84? What was that?
Wonder Woman 84 is the part 2 to the Wonder Woman. Well, it's not trilogy yet, but it's a Wonder Woman. They have part 1, which shows when she was born and how she got to, well, not even America, but to the world as we know it. And then 1984 is kind of like the continuation, and it's like the second part. And it was supposed to be somewhat what we're used to on the TV show, but not so much. I mean, some of the basics is there, like the characters, but you know, some of the antics, like her changing clothes in the middle of an alley, looking around, and then all of a sudden,
and
which was my favorite part.
How come the superheroes choose alleys to change their clothes in? What is that about?
Because it's a quiet place. No one's gonna look. And if anyone sees you in an alley, they're probably too drunk or too high to tell somebody. You know?
Yeah, but my cousin in there smoking crack, and then you come in there and start spinning around, and a cake pop out. It's very disturbing. Very disturbing. Hey, wait a minute. We got to quit playing like we comedians and bring a real one on. You know it's time for Michael Colyar's Comedy Corner. Time to see how we do a platform and we try to bring comedians on. We've brought over 130 comedians on this show so far. Let's bring on one today. Show them what we got.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's comic comes all the way from New York City.
Woo-hoo!
Remember that commercial? Anyway, come on and show them some love and put those fat fingers together for the one and the only Pork Chops!
Thank you. How's everybody doing today? How you doing? How you doing? My name is Pork Chops. not to be confused with lamb chops, because that was a puppet, and I am not kosher. But if you can't tell right now, I'm an Italian from New York, and I travel a lot for work. So when I go outside of the state, I found out that I'm something of a unicorn, because every time I meet somebody new, I get asked the same exact questions. The first question is, hey, have you ever seen The Sopranos? No, what's that? Are you kidding me? What have I been living in a tomato sauce can for the last 20 years? Get this guy out. But then he's like, I just feel like I'm in an episode of Sopranos when I'm talking to you. And I'm like, I really don't know how to take that as an insult or a compliment. Like, thanks. I kind of feel like I'm in the movie Hills Have Eyes when I talk to you. You know, but I get asked a lot, you know, are you in the mafia? Do you know anyone in the mafia? And I actually love this question, because even if I did or I was, I'm going to tell this backyard bandit really, you know, my personal business. But this one time, right, this guy asked me, and I told him, do me a favor. I said, talk a little lower. There's people around. Come here. As soon as he leaves in, I grab him by the back of the neck, I shove him into the trunk of my Lincoln Town car, and then I go and bury him in the woods. The funny part of the story is that guy died thinking I was actually in the mafia. What a mama! I'm only kidding. He didn't die. But seriously, being an Italian, very, very misunderstood people, especially by women. I'll give you an example. Once this whole pandemic's over, I'm looking to take a nice vacation, do a little sun, relax, tropical setting. Yeah. Right? So I asked Alexa, do me a favor. Look up Punta Cana for me.
Alexa.
Boots from Canada. Okay. Here is what I found on Boots from Canada.
No, Alexa, not Boots from Canada.
Boots from Canada.
It means what? Bitch or hoe.
Oh, I'm on a morning show. What are you trying to ruin me? You know what, Siri? Do me a favor. This one Alexa, she don't know what she's doing. Can you do me a favor? And can you look up Punta Cana for me?
I was listening to your conversation with Alexa. You should have came to me first. I am not sloppy.
Whoa!
While hanging out with your dirty Puatana, trying to get to Punta Cana, you illiterate bastard.
Unbelievable. I'm that was my time. I'll whack you later.
Woo! Wow! Oh my God!
Where you at in New York? What borough?
I'm originally from Queens. Right now, if you can't tell, I'm in the sticks.
You are hilarious, young man. Thank you.
Yes, pork chops.
Tell us
Thank
where
you
we
for
can
having me.
find you.
Appreciate
Where
it.
can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram. My IG handle is Pork Chops Comedy. You can find me on Clubhouse. Same thing at Pork Chops Comedy. Pretty much you can book me for anything: barbecues, birthdays, bar mitzvahs. I mean, whatever. I'm here. Whatever you want to do, I'm coming.
Hey, here on this show, we like to end by saying "woo woo woo." Can you give us a
woo woo woo?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, how you doing?
Pork Chop, please check him out. Throw up again. Where can we find him? Can you throw that up? There you at Pork Chops Comedy. Oh, with a Z. Okay, at Pork Chops with a Z Comedy. My man. God bless you, man. Have a happy weekend.
Thank you, guys.
That was so good.
Wow, that's
that was a good choice. I don't know who found him, but he's good. He's hilarious, man. And then I heard that
he was really good.
You should have called me first.
Oh my God, that was crazy, dude.
Excellent.
Wow.
Before we bring our next guest, I want to read something real quick. Law, not confusion, is the dominating principle in the universe. Law, not confusion. A lot of people think confusion really is the dominating. So much stuff is confusing and so scary. We really think that that's what the rule is, but law, and I'm talking about universal laws. Justice, not injustice, is the soul and the substance of life. The righteousness, not corruption, is the molding and moving force in the spiritual government of the world. This being so, man has but to right himself, to find that the universe is right. And during the process of putting himself right, he will find that as he alters his thoughts towards things and other people, things and other people will alter towards him. So I sort of think it's sort of a fancy smancy, and that's from as a man thinking. I think it's sort of a fancy smancy way of saying if you want to change the world, change your thinking, change your life, look at it a different way. And the reason I bring this up is it's a big thing right now about Asians being assaulted. And then you have some people coming to the rescue and saying, hey, don't be attacking Asians just because they're Asians. Then you have some black folks saying, well, Asians ain't never helped us. We go to the nail shop, they don't talk to us right. We go to the hair shop. So it's like eye for eye, but eye for eye leaves everybody blind. We got to get back to love because of love. We got to get back to eliminating hate of all forms, because if we buy into any of it, we in trouble. On the other hand, we still got to keep our eyes open, because there's still some ugliness that can come towards us. So if we can see a thing, we can deal with a thing. And I just want to say a couple of words like that before we talk about this fantastic. This artist is more than fantastic. He's a visionary. He's a visionary. Yes. So tell me the story about that mural. I saw that mural.
This young man is amazing. Yeah, his name is Mike Norice. He's an amazing artist. And he painted this. As a matter of fact, here's a picture of him with the painting. And this gentleman is an entrepreneur. He owns a business on Melrose in Hollywood. As a matter of fact, for the movie Holiday Change with your boy Miguel Nunez, we used his store in the movie. So all throughout Holiday Change, you see Mike's, store. But this is what his passion project is creating these murals all across Los Angeles. And there's the forgiveness mural. Here's the mural on love. And then, these are not in Beverly Hills in Los Angeles. All of this is in South Central Los Angeles. I mean, his hand is just amazing. Beautiful. This is Inspire. And he's got stories about it. And hopefully he'll even tell you the story when he broke his leg painting these murals so bad to where the doctor said that the only reason why he still has a leg is because his skin was still holding it to get onto his body. Like just a remarkable.
I'm shocked. Yeah. Painting these murals in town, in the hood. I'm shocked that somebody didn't break his leg for him. I'm sorry.
Right. But no, so we're witnessing some of his other art right here that he uses on the store. And of course, you can get any of this stuff on his website, which he'll tell you about it more. I mean, but this young man is just remarkable.
Chris, back that up, because you ran through a couple of those first ones pretty quickly. That's first three. Those first three was like a purse and.
Yes, the first three. There you go. And of course, this is all stuff that's hand painted. Yeah, hand painted. So he's just.
Wow. And one more. Yeah, one more.
Oh, and the Nipsey Hussle jacket.
All right. Okay.
It's a Nipsey Hussle on a camouflage. I mean, just amazing pieces of art.
He's got a lot.
Yeah.
Coming out of art and vision, though. What I'm seeing is how he's touching our souls. Ladies and gentlemen, please bring him on. Michael?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Mr. Mike Norice, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed. I'm doing good.
I can't believe that you're so young and you did all this stuff. I mean, that's a lot to accomplish, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So what's your drive? Because it seems like everything you're doing is messages, it's lessons, it's touching people, it's healing community. What is the drive for you?
Well, my drive is my story mostly. I was born in Watts, and growing up in poverty, me and my mom, my sister, we went through everything, in Watts in the 80s, homelessness, and just took suit up north to Fresno to get a better life, and got a good education, and went to school and college, graduated from college and everything. And I just love giving back, that's most of my drive is the people that I've touched them through my art, and God gave me the talent of art. So, I just don't take that for granted. So I like to just touch people with my art.
Where are those murals that's on the buildings? Because I have a place in Inglewood, and I've never seen those. Are they further south? Where are they?
Yeah, no, well, it's part of my nonprofit. It's called Artfully United. We have a mural tour that's going on in South Central Los Angeles. And in Inglewood, since you say, we have one mural there. It says "Believe." It's on Kelso and Hillcrest.
Okay.
It's near Market Street in Inglewood.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're doing 20 murals in South Central Los Angeles. That's part of the tour. And we have murals in that says "We Are One" in Imperial Courts Projects. We have a mural on Hoover and Slauson that says "Forgiveness." We just did La Brea and the 10 that says "Inspire." And we have others that say "Love."
I love that forgiveness.
Love, dream.
Where's that one, Mike? Where's that one?
That's on Imperial and San Pedro.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's become quite a thing in our neighborhoods to where they've been in several movies, videos, and I get a lot of testimonials. And this is what I really do it for. I get a lot of testimonials of people saying, your work really inspires me. I pass by it every day and it just helps uplift me, it uplifts my spirit. Or, the most important ones are saying, I was going to kill myself today. And I drove by your mural and God spoke to me to live again, or I was going to kill someone today or hurt someone, or, and then I just drove by and some said, look to the right or look to the left. And, it touched my spirit, touched my soul. So that's mainly what I do it for. It's just to help uplift the people in our communities. Start with our minds, because our minds are so powerful that we underestimate. And it's really just to promote positive energy in the city.
Will you tell me the name of the foundation again?
It's called Artfully United.
Artfully United. Okay. Because I was trying to write it real fast. Artfully United. You know what I'm inspired to do listening to you is I think I want to do a mural tour. So I think I want to sort of grab a bunch of people and try to go to as many of your murals on an afternoon, like a Saturday or Sunday that I can. How many of the murals are up already?
So far, we've done 8, and we're shooting for 20 in LA. And then after we're done with Los Angeles, we're going to other cities. There's a lot of cities that need this inspiration. So we're going to other cities besides Los Angeles.
Well, there will be no money in it because I'm not going to charge people to do this. But I think I want to invite folks to join me and come to each of the murals. Is there a way that maybe you can send me like a list of where the murals are?
Most definitely.
I would love to. Where's Christopher?
Yeah.
Would you go with us?
Absolutely.
We should do that. We should get a bunch of people and go to each of the tours. And I mean, I would ask you to show up, but I know you got 1,000 things. But if you could show up to 1 or 2 of the places, that would be cool. If you couldn't, if you just give me a paragraph on each one, I would meet with folks in all 8 of them and read the paragraph and get their views on it. You know
what? I'll do it better. I'll take you to each one because each one has a story, backstory. We set a date. We just spend a day because it literally takes a day because you got to take it all in, get good pictures, hear the stories and everything. So set a date and I can take you to each one.
I'm holding you to that. And today I'm gonna get off of here and call you. You have his number, right, Christopher?
Yes.
I'm gonna call you today, brother, and coordinate that. I will do that. I'm not sure because this is coming as we're talking. This is coming. Yeah. So I don't know how we're gonna do it because I ain't gonna charge people. So I ain't renting no chartered bus and doing all that kind of stuff. I ain't got that kind of time. It might be a matter of letting the folks know we're doing it, and I'll put it out. And then people can all convene at each of the times and meet us there. We hit the spot, and don't nobody show up but me and Chris and you. It's going to be all right with me. And we'll show up and you tell me the story behind each one. And the whole time we'll make sure that we're broadcasting it as part of Artfully United. Because I think what you're doing is beyond magical. I think it's spiritually powerful.
Thank
you
you.
know.
Thank you
So,
very much.
wow. So did you teach yourself, or is that your major in college?
Well, my gift when I was born, art became so natural to me as a child. I thought that it was as natural as seeing and walking and talking. And
Wow.
it wasn't until I was like in kindergarten that my mom said, you have the gift of art. And from that point on, I started taking art lessons and understanding what an artist does and what we need to do, and training myself. And it's really helped me in life. It's therapeutic for me, just like, telling jokes and comedy and everything is for you. It comes
That's
natural.
healing. It's healing.
Yeah, it's healing. Yeah.
It's healing for me. As I'm talking to you, I'm looking for the first spot that I can do, because the first spot I see is the weekend of May 15th.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
So I'm just looking at that. I'm not locking you into it, because it's just the first thing I see on my calendar that has an open date. Is that 14th?
What day is that? Is that
the 15th is a Saturday, and the 16th is a Sunday, because I think we have to do the weekend. It needs to be a weekend. Most of my weekends I'm in concert somewhere, but not that weekend. That's the first open weekend for me. Actually, I have the 7th and the 8th as well. So I have the 8th and the 9th. So you could think about it. 8th and the 9th of May, or 15th and 16th of May. And we'll pick either one of those days, and we'll spend some time doing it, man. Now, what I can do is provide sandwiches. So if people are going to meet us, I can get somebody to donate us a whole bunch of sandwiches. And we come to each spot, and we don't spend but 10, 15 minutes per spot. And you tell the story. We get to interact, and also it'll generate some thought in the community about being community, So I can hold you to that?
All day. Most definitely.
You a bad motor scooter, man. And now what about these fashions? How do women, like that purse, how do a woman find those hand-painted purses and stuff? Yeah, well,
I have a degree in fashion. I have actually a bachelor's degree in fashion.
What?
Yeah, I went to college for fashion film. And you can get all my fashion stuff on byncustoms.com. That's my fashion website.
Can we put that up? BYM?
BYN. N is in Nancy.
BYN fashion. Okay. Because that was a flat purse. I'd like to probably, if my woman ain't watching this, try to surprise her with a purse like that. She would be blown away, Is it affordable though?
Yeah, it's affordable for custom apparel. Yeah.
For custom. I like how you qualified that. For custom apparel, it's affordable. Now, this ain't Kmart though. But
it's in the assembly line type stuff. Everything is 101 hand painted by myself. Yeah.
I love that. Are your parents still with us?
My mom is, and my dad is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know they're proud of you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely are. Definitely.
Yeah. Will you throw that picture up again? You just teased us with, Chris. Wow.
One of my latest styles for my nonprofit. We have a clothing line for my nonprofit as well. And this is one of the jogger sets that we just created.
That is flashy. I need something like that. So we got to talk about that. Okay, so what would you like to leave people with? Although you've already left us with a wealth already, what would you like to leave us with today?
Well, just enjoy life. I just had a big passing in my family recently, and it just the last 24 hours has been tough for me and my family. And just
say your aunt's name. Say your aunt's name.
Aunt Celeste King. She just passed away yesterday.
Because prayer is going up next, and we're gonna make sure that Celeste King's name is in that prayer. Go ahead.
Yes, just enjoy life. Don't take it for granted. If you have a loved one close, tell them you love them and kiss them and hug on them, because tomorrow is not promised. And that's it. That's all you can do.
Thank you, brother. It's so true what you said there. Our producer is off for a few days because she just lost another family member. She's lost maybe 3 or 4 family members recently, and we never know when someone's going to transcend. When our last time we see them could be our last time we see them. So we got to hold people in our hearts. So Celeste King was sending special love up and prayers to her. And I'm so proud of you. I know your parents are proud of you. I know our community is proud of you. And I'm grateful that you came today. Thank
Yes,
you.
I appreciate it.
You are a king yourself, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank
Show
you.
him again. Throw up where we can find him. We can find you at BYNcustoms.com or Artfully United at Artfully United. And man, all I can say is God bless you and thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're a cold brother. You're a man. I'm proud to know you, man.
Salute to you. I appreciate it.
Leave us with an artful woo woo woo.
Woo woo woo.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. And that was Norice. Oh, you done.
You know what?
One. You almost made up for the big fella yesterday with the shirt and the navel coming out when he was doing his rap song. I was like, let's get him a shirt, but okay. We cooking with oil.
You know what? Can I just say one thing about Mike Norice is he is a cousin to friend of the show, Moses Stovall. So shout out to Moses Stovall. That's his cousin, his blood cousin. Yeah. Yeah. As well as condolences to Mike Stovall and
I love
your family
Moses
and everything,
Stovall.
man.
Moses Stovall be bringing some awesome people, some amazing folks show up. And it's by coincidence. That he didn't even hook that up, did he? You did that.
Not at all. Yeah. I brought Michael on. Michael is the man.
That dude is bad. And I have a place over at like 79th and Crenshaw, so we're actually Victoria. So, so I know exactly the place he said. I'm going to see these murals. We all going to see these murals. So next week, we'll start announcing which date we've chosen. And some kind of way, all the folks in LA who's watching this, I'm going to ask them to meet us. I'm going to try to get a sandwich sponsor. Maybe even a sandwich. A sandwich, that's a little bigger than a sandwich. You got to put extra lettuce on that. Maybe a sponsor. And we gonna do the mural tour, dog.
It's a great idea, man.
I'm mad because I didn't bring my bell. So I'm in I can't go ding. Hit that bitch. All right, now we're cooking with oil. Hey, let's move it. I think it's time to move into prayer, is it not?
Yes, it is time to move it into prayer. And this amazing pastor is coming all the way from the Word of Encouragement Community Church. I love her so much. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Reverend Juju.
Juju. What's up?
Good morning, Rev.
Good morning.
I'm loving the name of your church.
Thank you.
Word of Encouragement.
Yeah. That's I know that my gifting is in the area of encouragement, and it just fit when we launched the church. That's what came out was Word of Encouragement. But let me say this: I'm so glad about your previous guest, Mike Norice. I live off of Hoover, and I see the forgiveness mural all the time, and I always wonder who did this mural. So I'm joining you whenever you announce the tour. I will be there because I've seen that one, and I saw the other one, the one on love. Yeah, that one's by my house, and so I see those two all the time.
Wow!
And I didn't know who they were done by, so I'm super excited. So I'll be joining y'all on the tour.
And Rev, I can't believe that I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, you got to live in the neighborhood.
What you trying to say? I live in the neighborhood.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta be in the neighborhood.
I lived in the neighborhoods when they was neighborhoods. I lived in the hood before they was hoods. You remember when everybody's mama on the block was your mama?
Yes, I do.
I better not do nothing out of line and another mother see you.
Listen, it was on. I grew up on 102nd and Dinker and 93rd Avalon, and all the mamas was my mama.
And one of them smack you.
Yeah,
and then call your mama. At the house to give you
but you remember the days of the switch, don't you?
Heck yeah. My mama said go get a switch. I go get the smallest little switch I can find. It still have leaves on it and everything.
A little twig. Listen, I was telling because I have 2 younger children. I was telling them about switches, and they were like, "Oh my God, that's just horrible." I was like, "You have no idea. Y'all get away with murder." We had to go. My grandmother would say, "Go outside and get a switch," and she had a branch just for switches.
Wow. I just think
so
that you are so full of light.
Thank you.
I mean, the moment you came, I see you popping in there. I saw Danyol pop in. He just popped back out. I was about to call Danyol just now, Chris. And I saw his face pop in for a second, pop back out. So I know he's working on it.
I got you.
When the moment you came on and I saw your face, it's just such light. Just
Thank
the
you.
smile and all the teeth. And what's up with that lipstick? You got a gloss going there. Is that
I do.
2 lipsticks? Did you do a base? First, and then gloss it?
The fact
Very
that you noticed
nice.
all that is amazing. It's a little base, a little lip gloss. Yeah. That's what we got going on.
I love it. And tell them where your church is. Where's this word of encouragement?
So we worship at the Pico Union Project building. It's in the Pico Union district, which is like just west of downtown LA. It's 1153 Valencia Street. But of course, right now we're virtual like everybody, like a lot of other churches, because COVID is not done yet, and everybody hasn't. We just keeping it safe until we know that the numbers are low enough that we can have in-person worship and everybody will be safe. And, so we're still doing virtual. I know some churches are going back Easter and all that kind of stuff, but we're waiting until probably mid to early summer. So
good
we're still
for you.
Virtual. Yeah, we're still
I think
virtual.
that's wise and otherwise. Because I am hearing that there's a second virus that's stronger than this.
Yes.
And they're not really telling us about it. They're pulling a Trump on it.
Yeah.
And keeping it to themselves until they can figure it out. But I think things like this, you're supposed to give to the people as soon as you can. So we can start our preparation. You know?
And in the spaces where they're opening really fast, they're already seeing surges in numbers. So, virtual is not ideal, but God works through it all. And at the end of the day, it's really about the message going forward. And as long as it continues to go forward, and what we focused on at our church is doing outreach, by serving the community or whatever, being able to send money to folks in dire situations. So we maintain our outreach, even though we can't do in-person worship. Yeah.
Rev, are your nails blue and red?
So I'm a very colorful person, as you can see. I love color. So yes, they're blue and pink. I got pink glasses. My hair is pink. And there's a reason behind the pink. I don't want to put nobody down, but it has to do with loss. Much like your previous guest, I lost someone in my life. My son was taken. His life was taken in 2018. So it's okay. It's okay. So I understand loss, but the pink and the color is just part of my healing journey.
Yeah. Well, you're healing me just looking at you. I love
Thank you. Thank you.
Will you be so kind as to serve us up some prayer?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And for everyone that's watching live, and I'm assuming there will be those that'll watch the replay, know this, that no matter what you're facing today, things will get better. It may take time. You may have to go through a little bit, but things will get better. So this morning's prayer, I'm going to offer up for those like Mike and others who are dealing with grief and loss. And grief and loss can happen in a number of different ways, not just in the loss of life. And we know that this pandemic has created a lot of loss and a lot of grief. And so this morning, I just want to lift you up with this prayer. Let's pray. God, we thank you for today. We thank you for life. We thank you for health, and we thank you for strength. God, we thank you that you have brought us through this global pandemic that has taken so much from our humanity. It's taken life, it's taken jobs, it's taken finances, it's taken opportunities, it's taken family members away from each other from visiting. And so, God, this morning we come just asking that you would minister, that you would send ministering angels to those who are experiencing and still dealing with the grief associated to loss. And as we lift up those like Mike Norice and his family and others who have lost loved ones, we know that just in our country alone, over 500,000 plus lives have been lost to this pandemic. But there's loss in other ways. And so, God, we're just praying this morning, lifting up those hearts, lifting up those heads, lifting up those bodies this morning, and asking, God, that you would send comforting, ministering angels by their side to let them know that better days will come. It may not come right away. They may not come soon, but better days will come. We also asking, God, that you would be a restorer of things lost, that whatever has been lost, whether it's finances, jobs, opportunities, that you would be a restorer of that's been lost, that which has been lost. Your word says that you will restore unto us what the cankerworm and the locust took, that you would restore. And so I'm praying, God, for those that are dealing with loss, and what will I do with the loss? We're asking right now, God, that you would be a restorer of things lost. And then, God, I ask that you would restore joy. Wherever joy and peace and happiness has been lost, we pray right now that you restore joy and peace and happiness and love and calm where those things have been lost. And God, we were reminded through the artwork of Mike Norice about forgiveness and love and peace. And so we're praying right now for even our communities and our neighborhoods and our hoods and our nation, that those principles of love and peace and forgiveness would be restored, that healing would happen, that communities and families and even individuals would be healed at a time like this. We thank you for those of us who have made it this far, that you brought us this far and continue to take us further on, continue to take us further and farther. And when it's all said and done, we won't take any credit for ourselves. We won't rely on our own strength and our own intuition, but we'll always look up to heaven and give thanks and praise for all the things that you have done. God, I pray right now that you would bless Michael Colyar and Christopher and all that have their hands in this show, that this show would continue to be a beacon of light, that it would continue to be a place of hope and encouragement and inspiration for those who tune in, whether they're watching live or by replay. We thank you for the gift of laughter, which is healing to the soul, the mind, and the body. And God, give us every day a reason to smile and a reason to laugh. And we'll always praise your name. These things I ask and pray as a Christian in Jesus' name. But whatever faith tradition you are, we invite you to pray in your way as we say together collectively, amen. God bless you.
Man, amen, amen. That was a beautiful prayer. Thank you for that bell.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful prayer, Reverend Juju.
Amen. Bless you.
Reverend
Thank
Juju,
you.
can I keep in touch with you? Can he?
Absolutely. Please do.
You're magical. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
And
I
I'm going to let you know that date too. So
please
you can come out with us, because maybe on one of the sites you can say a prayer.
I will. And let me say this with you real quick. Just last week, I was watching your Instagram live with you and Method Man. And like most men in America, you know, Method Man is the finest thing walking. And so listen, I posted on my IG, you know, anytime you get the funniest man, one of the funniest men in comedy and one of the finest men in rap, it's a good day. And then to get invited here by Christopher. So I said, God, well, at this rate, the way you moving, Method Man should be calling me next.
That's right.
So
Hold that
put
thought
that out there in the atmosphere.
Hold
I believe in speaking those things.
It's coming. Hold that thought, Reverend Juju. Don't let that go.
I'm not.
I just believe that I'm so blessed that we are so blessed. I'm so blessed that so many wonderful people come to the table and I get to meet them and talk to them, and it constantly helps my life. It is healing for me.
Yeah.
This is all of this is my therapy. I can't afford therapy.
I know,
and my therapy is I get on here with all kind of wonderful people, and it's such great discovery. It's like you're a discovery to me. What your heart is, and the joy, and that you can accept all people and how they praise. They don't have to praise exactly like you, but we all got to get back to the truth, which is God, no matter what we doing and how we get to it. You know, I think that there's 1,000 paths to the one. As long as you get to the one, it's funny, and this may be too far out for you being.
It's all right. Let's go.
But my minister, Michael Beckwith, we're non-denominational.
Yeah, I know Michael Beckwith.
He has the best joke. He says the guy died and he went to heaven. He had a person showing him, giving him a tour of heaven, and he said, "Look over there, them the Christians." And he said, over there, those the Buddhists. Over there, those are Hebrews. He said, why you keep whispering? He said, because they all think they're the only ones here. You know, and I think it's so brilliant and it's so poignant.
It's exactly,
At the end of the day, God is God. And he adores you and he loves you just the way you are and wherever you're coming from, because he already knows your heart and your soul. And so our own mission is to get back to ourselves, to remind ourselves that God's always here. He never left the room. I don't care how many Trumps show up. I don't care how many viruses show up. God is still in the room, baby.
Absolutely.
So we cooking with oil.
Yeah, I just shared that with a group of ladies last night because we were talking about self-love. And I said, the reason I can love myself is because I recognize how much God loves me. And that applies to everybody. And so that's the core message, is that God is love and God loves everyone. And I'm just grateful to be here and share that mess with you, but also with your audience. So
oh my God, you got to
me.
tell people where to find you. You're
every like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is all Rev Juju. I was able to get all three of them Rev Juju. And then if you just Google my name, I'm the only Najuma Smith in California. There's Najuma Smith. So if you Google Najuma Smith, I'm the only one. But Rev Juju is Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then if you just put Reverend Najuma, I'm the only one that's gonna show up.
Child, you are a blessing on 2 feet. God bless you so much.
Thank you.
Please leave us with a woo, woo, woo.
Woo, 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 woo.
You are awesome. I can't wait to see you again. God bless you, Ram.
God bless you.
I'll contact you this week so you know where we're going to have our mural tour.
Because I'm going.
Yay.
Yep.
Blessings.
Right. Bye. Peace out, everybody.
I'm going to talk to Method Man. Let him know you're waiting for that
please
call.
put in a good word for us.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. That was Reverend Juju, y'all.
You see why I love her so much? I love Reverend Juju.
Yeah, you showing up. Oh my gosh. Okay, you done showed up with some good hits this morning. Okay.
Oh my God. God be the glory. God be the glory, man. Wow.
Danyol's coming up right after this commercial, y'all. Danyol J is in the house to drop the T on you. Hit him with that commercial first, please. We got to sell some stuff. Wow, I love that commercial. I'm sorry, but I love that. That commercial just gives me life. I love that commercial. And speaking of giving us life, Danyol J is life. He's just a bursting ball of energy, and he's going to tell it like it T.I. is. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Danyol J. Woo!
Your color palette, some of your accessorization, they're not always there.
Some of your accessorizations.
Some of your accessorizations. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Michael Colyar, yes.
Hey.
What is going on? I just have to say, I love Miss Najuma, Miss Pastor Najuma. She is amazing. She actually knows my pastor over at Message Center, Pastor Dwight Radcliffe. So I've met her before. I love her. But let's get into this tea, honey. The thing that is on the brain. Okay, look here. People have been in my DMs, all over my timelines. We've seen it. We're going to talk about 2 specific things today. Okay. But first of all, we're going to talk about Lil Mama's ass, honey. Lil Mama. Lil Mama has been in the news because she has been some drudged up tweets about some homophobic things, some transphobic things that she has said. And so now she's trying to get together a heterosexual rights advocacy group because she says that the LGBTQIA community is bullying heterosexuals. And she just does not believe that children should have the opportunity to get their genitals cut off. Lil Mama, let me talk to you for a minute, girl. First of all while your lip gloss is popping, okay, you need to go ahead and pick up a book. Go ahead and Google some things on transness. There's not a doctor in America, okay? Not a legal one, at least, that's giving anybody reassignment surgery under the age of 18, boo-boo. There's not a doctor in America that's giving anybody hormones under the age of 18. So when you have these conversations, boo-boo, I'm tired of the fake ass woke folks, okay? I'm tired of the people that just woke up one day and said, you know what, I don't like this and I'm gonna make it a movement. Girl, you need to move your ass right back on in the bed and go to sleep, take a nap, wake up refreshed, open an encyclopedia, okay? Google letmegetsomeeducation.com and then educate yourself about transness, okay? Because so much of what you said, so much of what you believe, so much of how you view things, it's wrong, Puddin' Pie. It's just wrong, okay? And some people are saying you need to focus more on your career and a little less on things that you don't understand, all right? Next, I know everybody has been watching it. I know everybody's been talking about it. Mr. Derek Jackson. Honey, if you don't know who Derek Jackson is a black man who is in his car telling other black men how raggedy they are for not treating their women right, for not treating their wives right, how to be better husbands. Well, the tea is this. Derek has been caught cheating on his wife, okay? And not one, not two, not three, but several women are coming forth saying that they have had relations with Mr. Derek Jackson. Now, Derek had the audacity, the unmitigated gall, the effrontery to get his black ass on live with his wife, clutching the hell out of her hand to say that he made a mistake, that him and his wife are good, that they're moving forward. Honey, America didn't believe it. They was looking at his wife going, girl, blink if you're okay. She looked like she was a hostage. Okay, she looked like she was a hostage. Okay, but apparently she said that she's believing in God, honey. She's believing in the Most High. Praise Him, hallelujah. Shabbat in your spirit. The worst thing about it, Derek went back to his car and did a reaction video about the video with him and his wife talking about himself in third person, and then decided that he wanted to go ahead and promote a book. Nigga, let me tell you this, okay? Your whole credibility is out the window, bruh. Your whole credibility is out the window. What you need to do is disappear for a moment. Go away. Go fix it with your wife. And then reemerge with something new. Because if you're going to be telling men and holding men accountable to not being great husbands and great boyfriends and things of that nature, sweetie, I can't count on one hand the women that are coming forth saying that they had a piece of your schlong. So, to Derek, I say, God bless you. Get it together, okay? Go with the Lord, okay, in your lavender. To his wife, I do hope and wish that people would stop dragging her because she did look a little homely in the video, okay? And that wasn't a bonnet. That she had on the bonnet. It was a bean tee. It was a bean tee. It was crocheted and knitted. It was a bean tee. But y'all don't drag her, okay? Just because Derek is fine don't mean that she don't have the issues. She has to navigate this too.
Wow.
So, shout outs to Derek and his wife. Hopefully she gets it together. Hopefully she leave his black ass. That's my prayer. If you want to stick in it for the mayor attorney, that's just on you. Because I've never in my life, I ain't never seen a man sit on a couch doing a live with his wife clutching her hand while he supports her in her mistake of cheating. Okay, I ain't never seen that in the history of relationships.
Wow.
So, girl, do you, boo-boo? But that's the tea that I have today. And as I always say, if you can't be pretty, baby, be petty. And if you can't be petty, you find you a friend who can. Okay.
Daniel J, it hurts. It's so funny. It hurts. I was watching that little sad video, and she just clutching his hand. I didn't believe that she believed it, what she was saying at all.
It was giving me very Stockholm Syndrome tease. Like, I was like, girl.
Oh, prayer go out to that couple. And prayer go out to him. He need to get it together because he can't get caught. If he going to do what he doing, he need to be at least uncatchable. At least 7 women have come out and said, wait a minute, I had a little bit of that too.
Hello. Good
wow. Huh. Anyway, you bring life to all of it. I thank you so much. What you doing for your fabulous weekend?
Sleep. I'm going to sleep. I am so tired. This week has been so crazy. I'm exhausted, so I am going to sleep and just do nothing if humanly possible.
Well, please leave us with a woo woo woo.
Absolutely. Whoa, whoa, whoa to the Call Your Client.
We love you. You can find Danyol J at Danyol J. That's DANYOLJAYE at Danyol J on all platforms.
On all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Snappity Chat, Clubhouse, Facebook, all that.
Have a fantastic weekend. God bless you.
You too, sir.
Thank you. Wow, that was hilarious. That's so true. Did you see the video of the
Not at all. I can't wait to go Google it. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, you can see him just lying. He just lying about how I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake, and then my baby understand, and she holding his hand. I understand. And it seemed like theater to me. It didn't seem genuine at all.
Yeah.
You know. So,
oh wow.
Yikes! I'm so glad that she gave it even more clarity. So he gave it even more clarity. Thank you, Danyol. Whoa, whoa. So we have an actor that was actually in The Walking Dead?
Yes.
You don't even know how much I love that show. My friend is on there, and he knocking them off, too. He's in a wheelchair. Chill Mitchell, he plays the guy in the wheelchair. He be killing them, and he in a wheel. That show is so crazy. I remember the first year it came out, I went, hey, what kind of trash is this? Ain't nobody interested. Dude, by about the 3rd episode, I was like, what is this? You can't take your eye off the screen. I understand this guy does a lot of acting. Let's bring him on and talk to him. Will you bring him, Chris?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And it's so funny. This gentleman coming to the stage, me, him, and Michael Colyar have something in common. We were both in the same movie together. What?
Wait, what movie?
I forgot to tell you this. I forgot.
What movie?
It's Charlotte Boyer's It's a Date.
He's in It's a Date? All right, bring him on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the one and only Vincent M. Whoa!
Hey, brother, how you? Oh, that's
man. Hey, neighbor.
I didn't know you had done Walking Dead.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, you're a beast. Oh, I love it. Well, before we even go past that, you gotta tell me how much fun that is. Playing a zombie killer as an actor, how much fun is that?
You know what, Mike? It was fun, but that weather, that Georgia heat was mean out there, man.
But didn't that go to help your character? Didn't it make you even more surly?
It helped because we were sweating like some slaves out there. So it's either when we was outside, you either sweat to death, or when we was inside the prison, you'll be in that air condition, but you choke to death because they spray this black stuff to make it look spooky. But I had a great time though, man. I had a great time. I was probably one of the few people who didn't know about the show. I just auditioned and I got a part. And when I asked, well, what is the show about? It's like it was about a group of people and, trying to survive an apocalypse and zombies or walkers. And my first thing I said was, who watching that? Come to find out, everybody was watching.
Everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, when I talked to Chris yesterday,
Danae, did you work with the Danae lady?
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Yeah, Joan.
She is awesome. I want to meet her.
Yeah.
You know her? Can you pick up the phone and call her?
Nah, I don't know her like that.
Oh, because we want to invite her to the show. She's
Hey, you know, once you work with people, sometimes you know you don't talk anymore. So, but she's definitely doing her thing, man.
Yeah.
And me and you worked on Norbit together.
You was on Norbit? What'd you do on Norbit?
Yeah, worked on Norbit. We worked on It's a Date. And we have a mutual friend, Malika Blessings. Me and you had talked on the phone because we live close to each other. I ain't gonna say what city we live in, because I was like, man, come on down here and move. And then you and your wife end up moving out here.
So we got to hook up because I just heard, you know, Chris only told me today that you live in my same community. You know?
Yeah,
dude,
we live
I
close.
want to sit down and break bread with you.
Most definitely.
And you know, Malika Blessing, that's my heart. And she's the driving force of my business. Anything I produce, she's the co-producer with me on everything.
Malika is a go-getter and she's loyal. So
she's
you definitely
so loyal. And she's so protective of me, man. You better not, if you think a bad thought of me, she'll pop into your thoughts. You'll be like, where'd you come from? You know? So
yeah, man.
Wow. So how long you been acting?
I've been in the game since '98. I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
I moved out here in 2000, and I've been out here ever since, man. And you know, people be like, "Well, what's the driving force behind it?" The driving force is not giving up, especially when you're so close. You know, even though we've done some things, I'm still. I like to say I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be.
Right.
You know? My whole goal is to be on somebody's platform, somebody's show from season 1 to season 10. You know, not just one episodes here and there. So
right now I'll be happy with 3 seasons. Give me 3 seasons, and I ain't gonna do no complaining. That would just be so beautiful. But it's all coming. That's the conversation actually I was having with Malika last evening. Is that it's coming. We put in our work, man. You know, and the universe says that if you just keep working towards anything, it's gonna happen. You just can't give up. A lot of people give up 5 minutes before the magic happens, man. They go and they say, okay, I can't take no more of this. And then you look up and they're waiting tables, you know, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with waiting tables. I'm a table waiting mother. Anyway, I can wait for tables, you know, but you got to do that, but also keep on your dream. You got to also stay on your path and keep going because there's a reason that you're driven to it. There's a spark in you that know it is the truest you. So just trust that, man, and keep going forward, man. You know, what is your favorite movie that you've done or TV show?
Besides The Walking Dead, man, I'm into theater. I love theater too. I mean, I've been on True Blood. I did Death House. Everybody Hates Chris. Bringing Down the House. You know, so on and so on. But my favorite play that I did was probably about a year and a half ago was with Snoop Dogg. It's called Redemption of a Dog. It was me, Snoop, Tamar Braxton, Omar Gooding, Eric Benet, Lil JJ.
I like all of them.
Yeah. Did I say Tamar? Yeah, Tamar. I mean, we had a great time. It was with Jakarius Johnson. It was called Redemption of a Dog, and it was all about.
I love Jakarius. I did one of his plays. I was the lead in one of his plays, and I love Jakarius. Jakarius is a good artist, a professional. He directs them, and he knows what he's doing. He produces them. He drives these shows. He's really, really good, man.
Yeah, but you know who I was surprised about though? Snoop.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Snoop, man. Snoop was off book the first week, Mike. And he was all the way. He wasn't one of them celebs that's here and there in the play. He was in the play all the way through. And for that to be his first play, I respect him so much to have all his lines and stuff together. You know, and one thing I asked him, I was like, dude, as much as you smoke, how do you remember all your lines? He's like, cuz if I didn't smoke, I probably could remember the lines.
Is there anybody on this planet cooler than Snoop Dogg? Snoop is like, and he's like that for real.
Yeah.
This ain't no act.
Nah,
he's cool like that for nonstop smoking. Cool as hell. I did one of his movies. He did an album and he turned the album into a movie, right? So I was a detective on this movie. This is the first time I realized black man power. When you know you got power, when you standing right in the middle of a white corporate function and you're doing what you want to do. So we're on the set and he's blazing up blunts big as your hand. He blazes up. I mean, the on-set police are there, the white producers, the network, the studio. Ain't nobody said what he blunting up. He blunting up, right? So as soon as it's time for him to do his shot, he take his blunt and hand it to his assistant. He walk over, do his stuff perfect, come right back, pick his blunt back up where he left off. I said, see, that's power.
And he know ain't nobody gonna say nothing to him. But he doesn't use it like that though. He doesn't try to take advantage of his power. He just this is what I do. This is when y'all hired me, y'all know this is what
I did. This is who I am. This is what I do. Nice to everybody. Don't look down on no Snoop the man. So you man. So you having a good time.
Yeah, man. And you know what, Mike, going back to what you was talking about earlier, like not giving up on your dreams. You know, I saw I've heard your story being down on Venice Beach and what you went through. And the thing about it is you can't do nothing but respect somebody for not giving up. The biggest problem that we have right now is people want it just like that. If you want it just like that and not work for it, it might be something behind that you had to do something strange for a little piece of change or stuff. And then you have to wake up in the morning and ask yourself, was that really and truly worth doing whatever you did to get to wherever you was trying to go to or get to?
I like to think that I'm sort of an example that you don't give up no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I like to sort of be an example of that to people. Because I hear a lot of people who want to quit. I have friends who've come here, they stay 2-3 years, man. They run back home with their tail between their legs because it ain't easy. This is the entertainment business is the no society. You know, they say no to you so much it's almost like a new language. But you have to have thick skin. And you got to just keep on your craft because no one ever finished learning how to act. Ever. You could be 90 years old and still acting. There's still so many more layers to it that you can't even get. So we're always just unfolding and unfolding into our greater selves. That's why I say, if you can just do what you love to do and break even, you're ahead of the game. But if you love what you're doing and you keep doing it, you'll become zen in it. You'll become so good in it that the work will walk over to you. You know, but you got to stay in them, and you chuck. You just got to keep on trucking, baby. And I ain't going nowhere. I only have one goal in life, and that's to outlive all you mother. If I outlive all of y'all, I have won. That's all I want.
And I think another problem is people compare their life and their career to people on social media. And it's just like, you can't compare your life to that. If you're comparing your life to that, most of the time you're comparing yourself to a lie.
Yes, half the social media people lying. They ain't got none of that stuff.
It's some people that you might see, man, but they might be going to sleep in their car. And just because somebody's on a show or in a movie, don't make them rich. You know, it's just, it was their time at that audition or that offer. And right now, with everything that's going on, this is the perfect time for Satan to play the mind games with you. Look at him over there. He on TV. Why you ain't on TV?
And he got more than you. Yeah, he got a nickel more than you. Look, he got 5 lines more than you. It's so hilarious. A lot of those cats finish shooting those music videos, and then they start doing that. Okay, so let me get this. So this, thank you. Okay, and and they just start handing them the jewelry back before they walk off the set. Because they ain't none of that theirs. You know, they go on and jump on that number 4 bus and get them back over to Compton or wherever they really live in, you know, which is not to talk down about them either. You know, because everybody's just doing what they know. You know, people do what they know. If you knew more, you do more. And if that's what it takes for them to get there, blessings to them too. Blessings to anyone on any grind, as long as you grind, as long as you working positively towards your thing. I don't care who you are, you have my praise. You know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't stealing and taking it from people, as long as you ain't hurting other people to get your thing, I want you to get your thing. And I want you to get it golden and in diamonds, you know? But it's a lot of fakers and shakers. So back to your point, you can't be watching the internet and thinking, oh, I have to have that because he's got that, because a lot of times he ain't get that. He working on get that. He dreaming about getting that. He ain't got that. No, he don't. No, he don't. Me, this ain't even my shirt. I borrowed this for today's shoot, but y'all don't know it until I tell
Right.
you, you know? So,
Right.
but at the end of the day, God is what it's all about.
Yes,
Spirit
sir.
is what it's all about. Owning yourself is what it's all about. And then everything else just blossoms and blossoms from that. You know, in the Hebrew faith, it says, who is the richest? And the richest person is he who is content with what
Right.
he has.
Yes,
If
sir.
you can be content with what you have, then you ain't got no real complaints. You know, like me, I wake up every morning and say, well, ain't nothing hurting and everything works. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. You know, and then I have a queen in my life as well, a queen that loves me and likes me too.
Right.
I eat regular.
Yeah.
I'd like a whole lot more, but I don't need no more than that. All my
Hold on,
needs
we
are
ain't got
met.
the same queen now, dude, because you just described my wife.
Oh, okay. I hope not. I hope not. Her name ain't Kelly, is it?
No, it ain't Kelly.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you be like, I wonder where she keep going every night. I couldn't figure it. What a blessing to have you on this show. What's coming up for you?
Man, I start creating my own stuff, man. I start,
Nice.
you know, when you get to a point where you start getting overlooked by people on reality shows and rappers, it's just like, But
Yeah.
I created my own horror. I have I have the one called The Stepdaddy that's coming out. It's like the remake from The Stepfather.
Okay.
I created another one called Devereaux. It's like a new
Wait,
age.
look how black we are. They did The Stepfather. We do Stepdaddy. That's so hood. That's so hood. We do Stepdaddy. Christopher,
Hey.
come in and join us, sir.
Yeah, but the thing about it is we didn't have no character like that. And then I created my own travel show because you never see a black man as a travel host. So I'm like, I'm gonna create my own called Convention. So, and I have my own wine coming out called Ward Wine because I always wanted to be somebody's spokesperson, like the new age Billy D. Williams or most interesting man for the sake.
Do you have to be in front of the camera, or are you able to produce as well?
Well, I produced a movie last year. It's called I have to look up there at it. Don't Shoot the Messenger. That was my first producing credit, and I produced my movie, The Stepdaddy. So
well, I have a reality show idea.
Mm-hmm.
I really have it for myself though, but thinking about what you said is similar to something you talked about. I would consider doing that with you, and it deals with travel. It deals with travel in the black sector. So, will you please reach out to me about that idea?
Oh man, it's on.
And like you know, we're in the same neighborhood, so we can get together and sit down and talk about this.
I text Malika and let her connect us or whatnot.
Please. Oh, that'll be so good, Chris. I know you got questions.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, because I think it's amazing, Vincent, that your vision that you have for black horror films.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Stepdaddy, does that fall into the horror film bracket?
Oh, he said horror. I thought he said
horror.
I thought he said horror film. I want to be in the horror film. He said horror. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So so that is under that horror film bracket, right? So you're gonna still keep on juvenating that horror films for our community.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And it's already shot. It's being shopped right now because we shot it right before the pandemic. Yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I wrote a book that is coming out next month called The Stepdaddy. Yeah. So
how long is
thing?
How long is it? 90 minutes? 2 hours? How long is it?
It's about an hour and 25.
Okay. Will you also reach out to Malika? Because Malika now has a person that works with us who can play shows on these networks.
We talked. Remember, she called.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
You know what? I just went crazy because, dude, I forgot about your poetry, dude. Oh, specifically, does he do poetry? Does he do poetry? Wait, Michael. He not only does poetry, but he also has an album out.
A poetry album?
It's called Eargasm, Don't Talk, Just Listen. It's erotic poetry.
Come on, Chris.
You can get it on CD, baby.
Well, Chris knows why that resonates with me.
Right,
I just
exactly.
read my first erotic poetry book. And
yes.
these poems, some of these folks have heard they're out of this world erotica. And I'm not sure exactly which way I'm approaching it because I was thinking I'm going to do it as a book on tape first before I do it as a book people can read so they can hear my voice with the emphasis and stuff on it. So I see, this is why Chris is this show, man. I connect with so many amazing people. Oh my God.
Listen, our next guest had to cancel, and I'll tell you guys why after in a minute. So, Vincent, would you mind giving us one quick little something from your
You can't
poetry?
do no erotic poem on a morning show.
No,
sir. Wait, we had a person yesterday that was going to do a joke. Oh my God, this joke was so dirty. It was so blue. She got to the second sentence, and I know the joke. I was like, whoa. You can't do that one here. You can't do that on this show. No, sir. No. So, Vincent, tell us how we can find you.
Yes.
I mean, if you got a poem that's not erotic, if you got a poem that's not adult, you can.
Nah, it's all.
Okay,
it's
all right, good.
It's erotic.
It's all bad.
I'm sorry, Vincent. I totally forgot about that, man. But yeah.
It's all good. But I try to keep it simple. Vincent M. Ward on all platforms.
I love it. I love it, man. What a joy. What a treat to have you on today. And what a great connection. You know, this dude has got down today. You know, Chris booked the show this week, today's show. And you got down to, I don't care why the last person didn't come. All of these people that's on now made this show phenomenal today.
Hey,
you're right.
Reverend Juju, and I work with Juju from Love and Hip Hop on the Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Wow. No. This show is perfect. We don't need, only thing we need from this show is for the music to work with the DJ. That's it. The DJ can get his music to work. Thank you, man. Look, I need you to leave us with a woo, woo, woo. But first, once again, tell them where we can find them, Chris.
At Vincent M. Ward on all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. And he's a great guy. You can see he's approachable.
He's an awesome guy.
Right. But most importantly, though.
LA right now, I'd go and have breakfast with you this morning. If I wasn't out in Indianapolis, we'd be getting together this weekend. I can't wait to talk to you.
Yes, sir. It's on.
Thank you.
Nice.
Now hit us with a woo, woo, woo.
This is Vincent M. Ward on the Michael Colyar Show, and I'm hitting y'all with a woo, woo, woo.
God bless you. Talking to you before the next week is out, brother. I guarantee.
Yes, sir.
Thank
all right,
you.
take care. Thanks, guys.
Boy, Chris, you done good. Boy, you done good today, man. You killed it today.
Wow.
You killed. Where's our music man? Our DJ. Wait,
he's right here.
Do you need to tell us
why? The reason why he didn't come is actually because he went and got vaccinated yesterday, but unfortunately, he's not feeling well, and his temperature is crazy, so he really doesn't feel comfortable coming on.
You know Newton?
Not feeling well.
You know my friend, the actor, Newton? Newton Manje. Newton is, I don't think he's come on the show. He's an actor. You don't know Newton. Newton, I just talked to him yesterday. He got the shot, dude. It had him in bed for like 4 days. Stuff was coming out of every place. It was killing him. It was tearing him up. So that's why I say, all y'all, please go on and get y'all vaccination. Y'all ain't bringing that needle near me. You come around here with that needle. Matter of fact, I get the same thing I'm about to get at DJ if he don't make the music work. Listen, DJ, did you figure out the music yet, sir?
What does that sound like?
Well, listen, before you go too fast, don't forget to subscribe, Don't forget to like us, and please don't forget to share us with somebody. Come on. You can't keep all this goodness just for yourself.
Like, share, subscribe, like, share. I still don't hear the music. Hey, if you're anywhere near Indianapolis, Indiana, folks, or you know anybody over here, let them know. Throw that flyer up real quick. Let them know that we still got a few seats left at the Helium. The Helium, world famous Helium Comedy Club here in Indianapolis. 2 shows tonight, 3 shows Saturday, 2 on Sunday. Come out, call your mom and them, tell them to come and laugh because it is healing, okay? We're going to drop that sign and get back to my man. Hey, dude, I still don't hear your music.
You don't hear nothing?
I hear drum on.
Chris, you hear it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
A magnificent week, but on the same token,
It has.
we have to send out love and sadness. Some of our people, of course, Ebonie lost a relative, and so we're holding her in prayer all weekend. Let's burn candles for Ebonie. Let's burn candles for my man's aunt who just transcended, Mike
Celestine.
King, and for anyone out there who's healing or healing, let's lift them up in prayer. I saw a really good picture of David Ford's mama, and she was sitting up all vibrant and everything. So
wow.
Chris, what you want people to know about you before we get out of here?
Well, before we go, just want to say a very happy birthday to Sabrina Field.
Hey, happy birthday, Sabrina. Ding, ding, ding,
happy
ding,
birthday. Oh, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Happy birthday to you. Love y'all. Don't forget to put some money in this guy's cash app. You know, the guy over there with the weird rhythm. Yeah, give him a couple scribblets, y'all.
And about that, we got to come on here and talk about that one day because, we were just saying the other day, we don't understand how the money dried up. When we started, y'all used to be paying, y'all used to be contributing. Now it got down to like 3 main people, and they do all the contributing while everybody else do all the watching. And I say I contribute part of that to the fact that I don't ask as much as I used to ask because it feel like I'm coming in big and like I got my hat in my hand. Could y'all just give me the biscuit? It's a long work day. And I just don't, my ego won't let me do that begging thing. And when they go to PBS don't be begging. They say, hey man, we need y'all supporters and y'all write the check. So I said, I've been pulling back from that. I refuse to believe that y'all not paying because the shows are getting worse. I think the shows are getting better and better with greater people, greater actors, add different segments and trying things. I would think y'all be cheering us up. And the way to cheer us up, cash out, put a little Franklin in there. But those 5 or 6 never stop. God bless y'all with special blessings. With a special, because thank you for keeping us holding on. That's why also I haven't been able to give out as much money. Remember I used to give money all the time?
Yeah, you did.
$25, you can do this.
Yeah.
You did that. But that dried up since it was all going out and very little was coming in. So I just thought I'd jump in there since you mentioned put some scribblets in the market.
Yeah.
You stopped cussing. As soon as you stopped cussing, the money dried up.
You see? And ain't nobody around here getting paid. You need to know that. None of us. So any money that came in has only gone back out to y'all so we can do this show, y'all. So quit playing and put some scribblets. We take $3. We take $1.48. Quit playing. Anyway, I just want to say that. Hey! I say that before I date.
Please give us some money. We need it.
I begged so much my hand looked like a cup. I'm so excited, y'all. It's Indianapolis for me all weekend.
All right.
I'm finishing booking up next week's show. I got movies. Oh, Chris, I got to tell you something gonna blow your mind after the show.
Really?
Man. David, thank you for figuring out how to use your machine. Okay. Hey, let's think about it, some people. We got 2 minutes until the show is over. You did a fantastic show today, Chris. You put that thing together.
Thank you. Shouts out to Ebonie. Yes, thank you so much, Ebonie.
And Tiffany, to what's that name, Tabani, who can't come.
Moni Tavoni. Prayers out to Moni Tavoni.
I hope you're doing better.
You're healing. Amen.
On the rebound. I gotta say hello to my folks before we leave. Archbishop, I love you. Milan, hello Milan. Bonnie always. Moses, Stovall, you are a national treasure, man. I see you in there. I see digital share. Reverend, that's Reverend Juju. Oh my God. Reverend Juju.
Fire.
And everybody, don't forget, if you want to come, if you're in or around LA, we're going to be doing the tour of the murals. Y'all can come, and he said he will actually take us to the... That's a lot. He's going to actually take us to the murals.
That's huge.
Just a paragraph, but he's going to be there with us. I'm going to provide the sandwiches. I'm going to start looking for a sandwich sponsor right away, and we're going to hit all 8 of them. We're going to talk about them and Black culture and lifting up our community, and it's going to be good. Go ahead, y'all. Say goodbye. We got a minute left.
Wiki.
I gotta get a better chair. I got a good chair, but this on the rug, so it won't move. Love you, Kelly. Love you, Kelly. Love you, baby. Hold it down. Daddy will be back home soon. I'm bringing the paper.
Scribble it free.
God bless y'all. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, Dave. Everybody who came on today was simply amazing. A great show. So we kicked off y'all weekend. Y'all have a good weekend. That's on y'all. That's y'all fault. We showed y'all how to do it. Now get on out here and quit playing.
Hey, y'all have a good weekend. We will see y'all on Monday. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Chris, the other guy with the hat on, he's somewhere in a part of the country right now in the Indianapolis land of the Klan. And you be safe out there, Mike, because you know.
Hit the like button on the way out, please. Hit the like button on the way out.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Don't get share.
Love y'all.
Y'all need to out. You're stingy. You're stingy. God bless you. I'm playing with y'all. See y'all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye, y'all.
That was good. I need a sandwich.